Hello, I'm Charlotte from the Able Agent, and I'm going to spend 5 minutes showing you the Able Agent online training platform and giving you a bit of an overview of our Level 3 Certificate in Property Advice and Practice qualification. So if you go on our website, which is www.theableagent.co.uk, this is what you'll find. If you go to the course page, you can have a little look at the different courses that we offer. There's a real mixture of course content. They're not in any particular order, it just depends on which we've updated the most recently. So if we start at where I would suggest you start, you can look at Induction. If you've got new starters, we have a full induction course. And then we go on to the good basic, really good skills of a estate and letting agency for handling inquiries. So we've got specific courses for handling tenant inquiries, handling buyer inquiries, and handling landlord inquiries. So for example, if we looked in our handling landlord inquiries course, you can have a little look at the curriculum and the overview of the course. The overview of the course will give you a little snippet of the kind of film content that we offer.
Professional landlord may have access to their own contractors, where an inexperienced landlord will need to be handheld throughout the process. When you understand the differing types of landlord, then it becomes easier to identify the most appropriate services to sell to them.
So you get a little taster of the film style, and then a course overview explains what the course is all about. And then the what you will learn element actually directly links to our level 3 qualification. So it gives you an understanding of the learning outcomes that you will be covering in the qualification if you choose to take it. We also have a curriculum on each course, which gives you an idea of all the different lessons that you can study in the course. So you'll see in the course there's a mixture of video and there's a mixture of ebook as well. It just depends on your learning style as to which is the most appropriate for you. In terms of something like our sales progression course, this is one of our specialist courses. So sales progression, auction and property management. The core content links directly to the level 3 qualification, and then these additional specialisms are very specific content that's relevant to you, or you can use it to study an additional part of a qualification, which makes you stand out in terms of your qualification. And I'll explain that to you as well. So for example, in this one, we've done a few Zoom discussions as well as our normal style of content. On the left-hand side, you can keep track of how far you are on through the course. Each one of these that you've completed will go green. At the end of each course, and this is a nice big long course, the sales progression course, you can take a quiz, for example, your sales progression quiz. What you'll find is the question style in the sales progression course is very similar to the question style in the actual qualification. And if you choose to go and sit the qualification, you go to a Pearson VUE test centre, as you would maybe be familiar with the property mark qualifications. So here you go, here's a basic question in sales progression. You would go through them all, complete your quiz and get your mark out of 10 or 20 or however many there are. Everybody has their own learning profile, and that keeps track of all the courses that you've done and all your quiz course scores. So if I have a little look at your profile, and it's my profile here, so it's not active, but it'll give you an idea. So every course that you're enrolled on, and you have the chance to enroll on all of them, there's no extra charge. You just pay one monthly fee for all of the content we produce. And then you keep a record of what you've done, and it will tell you what you've passed and how far on through the course you are. So again, if I went into the handling vendor inquiries course, for example, I could keep track of where I was at in that course. I'd look at my curriculum and it will tell me what I've done. In terms of our ebooks, they're very simple. We went down the route of keeping them very clear, because the whole point of our e-learning is that you can do it on your phone as well. So if you want to use your phone, you can just log on to your computer, onto your phone, and all the course content is there. So I've got a nice big phone, so it's really comfortable watching the films on there, but also I can read the ebooks very clearly. We always thought that if I had 10 minutes to spare, you know, between a viewing or before evaluation or market appraisal, it doesn't hurt me to watch one of the quick films and progress my training and progress my learning. So as I go through my course, I complete it and I'm done. The idea is that the style of language will be familiar to you. People who are recent to the industry have given us feedback that they love it because it's given them loads of fresh ideas. People who've been in the industry for a while look at it and say, I loved the fresh ideas, but also I found it comfortable and familiar. And a couple of people have said to me, it's quite easy. Well, if you're good at your job and you know the law and you know what you're doing, it should be easy. There shouldn't be a reason why you turn up a qualification and are caught out. You should know what you're doing. So in terms of the actual qualification that I've mentioned, we have a level 3 certificate in property advice and practice. We call it CePAP. It's written with ABBY, the awarding body of the built environment, who you may be familiar with for some of the property MVQs and also the domestic energy assessor qualifications when HIPs were in place back in the day. So the level 3 qualification is actually a slightly higher credit value than the property mark qualifications, and it covers both estate agency and lettings in one go. It doesn't include in the basic qualification things like property management, sales progression, or auction. It's aimed at the basic breadth of knowledge that you need to be a really good estate agent or letting agent and offer excellent customer service. Once you've done your CePAP qualification, and the cost for that is £195 plus VAT, to go and sit your one exam, as we mentioned, 75 multiple choice questions. It takes an hour and a half, but it's one single exam rather than the 4 exams that you might be familiar with Property Mark. But out of it, at the end of it, even with it just being the one exam, we're testing breadth of knowledge, and you are at the level that you would need to be ROPA ready. It's Ofqual regulated and level 3, and it's a good breadth of knowledge. The really good thing about the CePAP qualification is if you want to demonstrate that you're skilled in a certain area of the business, you can then go on and study our specialist qualifications. They cost 165 plus VAT as well. And it might be something that once you as a team have paid for your staff member to do the basic qualification, that they may choose to get that qualification for themselves. We decided that it was really good to give teams the chance to stand out. If licensing comes in and you all have to have a qualification, how are you going to make your team stand out against the qualification? So by being CePAP qualified, brackets, auction specialist, sales progression specialist, property management specialist, all available now, or then moving on to leadership and management, listing and property structure, and then land and new homes, and digital marketing, social media. All of those specialisms give you an opportunity to continue to develop your team so that they are then skilled in the area that they operate. But all of the training content for all those things as they're developed, and they're not all there yet, but they will be coming, all of those content will be within your Able Agent subscription. So to gain the knowledge doesn't cost you any more within your monthly subscription. The only additional cost would be if you want the additional qualification, because again, you'd go back to your Pearson VUE Test Centre and sit your specialist qualification. We're really confident that we're ROPA compliant because the breadth of knowledge and the ability to do specialisms gives you that chance to demonstrate knowledge and expertise. So in summary, we're the Able Agent. Our pricing is at the moment, and this is why I've done this film today, it's £75 plus VAT per month per branch. And that gives you up to 7 users per branch, assuming that the average branch has under 7 users. We will do deals for anybody who's got more branches, and we have got a few companies who've got a lot more people in their branches who are using it. So if you're a single branch, you can log directly onto the Able Agent website. You can sign up straight away using a card or using direct debit. You can pay up front, and there's a bit of a discount if you pay up front. And again, if you're a multi-branch business, just talk to us and we'll organise everything and make it as seamless as possible. We also have what we call our Director's Pack, which is a training guide. And it's a bit of a strategy to help you as a business owner or a manager develop your team. So it includes a skills analysis to get your staff to fill in where they feel they are out of 1 to 5 with the knowledge in certain areas now. And it gives you a chance to do a staff appraisal with them if you want to. So if anybody would like one of our Director's Packs, which is free, or would like to talk to me or would like to email about the Able Agent, feel free to give me a call. Our pricing in terms of the Able Agent is changing on the 1st of September. At the moment, we are £75 plus VAT, as I said, up to 7 users. On the 1st of September, we will be £95 plus VAT. So take advantage of the fact that our deal is great at the moment. And if you would like a free Director's Pack from me, which is useful even if you don't use Able Agent, feel free to email me at charlotte@theableagent.co.uk or text me or ring me on 07866 476 191. And if you just want a bit of advice or to understand the difference between all the qualifications out there, again, feel free to give me a call, no hard sell. Look forward to speaking to you all soon. Thanks.